Welcome everyone to what I'm going to be terming Season 3 of this channel. It's me, Demise. It's been a while. Been quite a couple of short hours between my last video and this one, and the main reason why is, as I've told you, the laptop that I was using to record got absolutely destroyed. Thankfully, it has been banished to the undercarriage of my storage space, and I will never be seeing that piece of shit again. Thank fucking God, because I spent about 2,000 hours on League on that thing, and the entirety of my crawl career on the channel on that piece of shit. But now, as you can see, if you can actually see this, we're recording not only in 1080p, which is probably a mistake given how low resolution this game needs to be, but we're also recording in Windows 10 with my new computer. I have not tested this for recording, so I have no idea if this works properly, but I will be doing that now. So I wanted to come back and really focus myself on this new day, this new age. The High Rolls Only account will be discontinued, mostly because unfortunately that other account, that Hillock account, I kind of messed up with the recording. That Hillock game that I did, I kind of messed up with the recording, and I don't like having series just upgrade randomly in the middle of the recording, like 5 months down, a month down the line. It's kind of weird. So I decided, you know what, look, we'll just leave that one there, and we'll just remove it from the channel, and you'll never see it again, so don't worry about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine, because it really doesn't matter anymore. So I'm going to be doing just generic good play styles, and I'll be adding a little bit more of a I'll just be doing whatever I feel like, really, for this run, this greater player run. I won't really be trying to go for it. I won't mind if someone comes up with an interesting idea. I might consider doing it on repeat, so it's not too big of a deal. Either way, though, I haven't really thought about what I need to do today. I was thinking of doing a Draconian of HEP. I wasn't really sure why, but that seems to be the flavor of the month for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So Draconian, as we all know, is a very strong race. It's got no body armor, because, you know, the devs hate Draconians. But in return, they get high-ish health. They get base AC. They gain a breath weapon at level 7 and a color. Another color gives you a resistance of a certain kind. Except pale, which is garbage. Not really, but it gives you resistance only to steam. So there's a bunch of colors. I don't really remember which ones they are. Remember, I haven't been able to play anything other than League of Legends at the cafe, the internet cafe that's spawned around my town. Oops, my earphones just fell out, and that's fine because those are sound cancelling. Also, keep in mind that because this new setup has no speakers and my earphones aren't plugged in, I have no idea if someone messages me. So if you hear noises, I have no control over that, and I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Draconian Gladiator, most likely, just because I want to start off nice and simple. Running, let's say, a Trident. Sure, why not? Also, my new keyboard isn't exactly the most incredible thing. It's just a regular old Microsoft keyboard. It's actually using one of those weird old legacy ports that, you know, I don't remember what it was called. Not PCI. Yeah, I had to learn a lot about computer stuff, and then it just kind of melted after I built it. Yeah, we're here. We're playing Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup again. I hope that the resolution is not too large for you guys. I'll probably be downscaling it a little bit. I could probably like zoom in and just go, ooh, look at this. Look at these beautiful tiles. But I'm not going to for now. I'm just going to let it look the way that it's supposed to look. And I'll let you guys figure out if it's nice or bad. Wow, manual training is off. Holy shit, did I put my init file in? No, I did not. Okay, well, that's awkward. Don't look, guys. Close your eyes, I don't know how to hide the thing yet. In file. Oh, shit. In file. Go. Bam. Done. Perfect. Easy peasy. So now my manual training should be strongly and firmly on. Good. Okay, so gladiators starting off with a tier 2 weapon, the trident rather than the spear. I get a hat for some reason because I can't wear helmets, unfortunately, and I get access to 3 throwing nets, which is not a bad start at all. In fact, gladiator tends to be the backup of choice for those who can't play fighter. Okay, this is extremely confusing. Okay, my hands are not in the right position, and my keyboard is actually not well positioned to use my arrow keys anymore. Fuck. See, this is a new keyboard. I'm not used to playing Crawl on an actual keyboard, and the distance between the arrow keys and my O button is disturbing, and I cannot, with any reliability, actually play this game. So that is a bit unfortunate, but oh, we wasted a throwing it. Oh god, what is going on? Holy crap. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't play tested this at all. I just kind of got in. The story behind this was actually really weird. I quite literally had a dream that told me that I needed to record. Every single person in that dream was like, "Hey, you should really record." I'm like, I woke up this morning. It's about 10 a.m. right now, actually. And I gotta record. Sometimes, the weird god in your head just says like, "Go record, dude." I'm like, okay, sure. I'm not gonna complain. Whatever. I don't care. It's not like I had anything to do today anyway. Actually, I do have things to do today, but it's 10 a.m. so I don't think anyone's expecting me to do anything right now. Actually, it's 11 almost, because I've been setting up OBS Studio, which is apparently this new version of OBS that I haven't really used because I was using OBS Classic, I believe. Anyway, we're on D2 now. Most of D1 was pretty straightforward. There was an adder there. I decided to fight him because I had a heal wounds potion in my inventory and I could escape. As for stats, I think I'm gonna go with dexterity, just because strength is slightly less good. I have less in terms of armor encumbrance penalties. I don't have any of that, so I don't really have to worry about it. I probably should put these gloves on, yeah, for 1 extra AC. That was not what I wanted at all. God damn it. Alright, again, sorry. New computer, so even if I'm playing a bit slow, I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I mean, I've only played a couple of games since I got this computer, and they have not been very, 26 key typing intensive. In fact, I haven't really had to do anything with regards to typing on this computer, just because I've just been playing games most of the time, and maybe the occasional, random Steam or Discord message or something will pop up and I'll talk to them, but that's about it, really. So, yeah, I'm not super great right now in terms of being used to this keyboard. The worst part is because this is a really old keyboard. Oh, enchant armor scroll. I'll probably put that on the trident. I'm thinking of doing it both times. I'm going to try these rings on. Alright, +4 dex and ring of positive energy. Not incredibly important, but that's fine. This is a new keyboard, but it's not really like a good one, I guess. It's just from the time before we figured out what all those cherry switches and newfangled stuff was. It was just one standard type of Microsoft keyboard. There's a bunch of stuff here. I'm gonna actually just get in the corridor for now. I will probably staple this, yeah. Okay, so this downstairs isn't really great. There is a choke point here that stops me from stapling safely because I won't be able to escape. So I'm going to go down a different staircase just to avoid that whole null business. Yeah, so the new keyboard should be a little bit more clacky than before, which I don't really need to apologize for, I believe, because I think you guys actually do like that. But yeah, I can't really do much about it anyway, so hopefully you guys learn to love it, because I can do nothing to stop this. I will probably be getting a new keyboard though. I was thinking of getting, I think it's called brown cherry switches or something like that. There's a worm here. He's not 10 speed. He's slower than me, so I can just run away. Yeah, I'm getting a new keyboard, so it should be, I'm thinking of getting one that's a little quiet, but not too quiet, of course. Okay, so there's an Orc Priest, the best way to fight Orc Priests. That was not good. We should not have been on this upstairs. I don't want to die here, and we only have 38 HP, which means we can only last about 4 turns if he high rolls everything. Probably just going to Lignify here. Gives me extra AC, extra health, and extra damage. Bit unnecessary, but honestly, at this stage in the game, I think it's fine to use lignification. Most of the time, you forget about lignification anyway, and that's not really great, so I'm not going to do that. Dagger of Electrocution, though, that's definitely going to be in my inventory. A very high damage weapon, even if it's not even if we're not actively training it. It's probably the best weapon we have, because Electrocution, of course, is a base damage weapon. Sorry, not a base damage weapon. It's a flat damage brand, which means that it's going to do damage based on how fast we swing effectively. So we'll be doing a lot of damage with this thing. The numbers aren't really that important, but yeah. Since it is Season 3, I will be probably going to do... I'm probably going to be doing a Minotaur or Fighter tutorial at some point in the future. Sorry, my keyboard is really messing up. I have to first get used to using this keyboard. Then I'll probably be doing one. What just happened? Come on, man. Go. Thank you. Jesus. Alright, cool. +1 pair of boots, I'll take it, sure. That's 2 extra AC for us. These peripherals give us 1 extra one extra AC, and if we do it right, if we enchant it more, we'll get up to +2, or well, up to +3 AC if you add it to +2. So apparently they changed wands. They removed the wands, the scrolls of removal, and can you guys hear that? Let me see. Doesn't sound like you can hear it, surprisingly. Okay, that's interesting. So now wands will no longer they no longer have max charges, and they also stack on top of each other. So this wand of polymorph here has 12 charges. If I find another wand of polymorph, they merge into one big wand of whatever, how many charges we need. So that's pretty good. I should probably control F for wands instead. I don't know how my init file is configured, but with this new update to wands, oh, and of course, once the wand is used up, it disappears completely, which doesn't really matter because you're going to pick up another wand anyway, because you can't recharge them anyway, so it's fine. But there's a scorpion. Probably should just throw some rocks, maybe back off a little bit, get towards the teleport traps if I need to, take a quick breather. I'm going to actually throw the throwing net just once. Switch to the Dagger of Electrocution. That's probably the better weapon, actually. Train Dex again, of course. Same reasoning as before. Let's see. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, so these new ones are much less annoying than the previous ones. So I'm kind of happy about that. Oh, there's another ring. Poison resistance is great. I'll take that. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the way that that's turned out, I suppose. This is kind of annoying. Gonna have to pull this scorpion up. Oh. Sorry about that. My throat's kind of closed up. So, this is another reason why I've been refraining from recording. I need some water. Oh my god. You guys can hear some HD 1080p water drinking, so... Sorry about that. So, another reason why I didn't really start recording is because, my throat's actually closed over due to, some, new medicine I'm taking. If you didn't know this, I'm a heavy asthmatic, which is quite unfortunate, but it's fine, whatever, because, and recently I've been taking, rather than the Ventolin inhaler, I've been using this kind of steroid-ish looking thing. It's this purple, I don't know, any asthma sufferer will know what it is instantly if they've used it before, but it's effectively just a wheel with a insert of a cartridge. Sorry, it's got like 100 and it's like got about 60 charges, I think. Okay, this guy's just phasing through a Prince Ribbit. We'll talk up here first. So effectively what it is it's just a once a day or twice a day, depending on how badly you're affected. It's kind of like a cartridge that you just inhale powder, which is I think a mild steroid or something like that. And basically what that does is it prevents you from having asthma for 12 hours. It's insanely effective. Like crazy effective. The only downside that I've found of this thing is that it has caused havoc with my throat. As in, my throat is constantly full of whatever junk I need to like cough up, or I find that my throat closes really often, as in like when I'm talking it closes, and I don't really hear my own voice anymore. It kind of sounds raspy at times and really like weak a lot of the time. So I've been trying very hard to figure out what to do, but I can't, because look, honestly, if I was given the choice between breathing and talking, I would always pick breathing. Like my lack of ability to breathe has been a horrible thing for me for the entirety of my life. So figuring out this new medicine has been a bit odd, because it's almost like a wonder drug. It literally made my quality of life improve by 150%. I'm just gonna lignify against this Prince Ribbit guy. We know who he is. He's just a phony. He's not a real prince. Alright, we killed him. We got to level 7, and we got dull. Alright, we got Iron Grey. So, cool. Iron Grey effectively means that we get no breath weapon, and we get extra AC, and we get walk through water and breathless. So what does that mean? Well, effectively what that means is we're shitty gargoyles, because we don't have RLX, we don't have body armor, we don't have anything. But we do have extra AC, and we do have a little bit of that juicy HP, which we'll be reducing quite quickly to bad levels once we get to HEP. So this was not a good plan. We're just making a really bad version of HEP, of Gargoyle. Sigmund on D5 is not incredibly menacing. I will agility just once, but I do know that I will kill him. Electrocution weapons will like flatten Sigmund almost instantly. Wand of Clouds, I'll take it, sure, why not? But yeah, so I have been unable to record. Even if I had the new PC, I wouldn't be recording for a lot, because my throat has just not been up to par. It's been really raspy, it's been really weak, and I just haven't been able to talk very much. But you know, I felt pretty good today. My voice feels fine today, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll record. It's also been 12 hours since my last dosage, I think. Yes, it's been about 12 hours. It's been about 19 hours since my last dosage. As you can hear, hopefully, my voice has kind of restored itself to its regular version. Pistachio, okay, so what was he holding? He was just wielding a rapier of nothing. So this guy is invisible, but he shouldn't be too much of an issue. He's not summoning any of his guys. There he is. As long as he doesn't run behind them, I'll be okay. There we go, easy. Pistachio is not really a threat on D5 if you have a reasonable character that has, you know, ways of killing enemies in melee, and thankfully this guy does have a lot of ways, especially the Dagger of Electrocution. But the Wand of Clouds is also a really good opportunity. That is a D6 pack of whites. I forgot if that's out of depth or not. But for the time being, I'm just gonna try to lure them one by one, I guess. It shouldn't be too bad because I have an Electrocution Dagger. Yeah, I'm kind of ripping through these guys. I'm also gonna put the negative energy on, just so I don't get drained accidentally. There's no reason to not do it, because there's nothing on the screen that's poison damage. I mean, I still got drained, but I got drained less, hopefully. The extra RN prevents a little bit of drain from going through, so maybe I avoided being red drained there, which would have cut my skills down to a lot, which is not really something I want to see right now. I'd rather just, you know, get through this. Also, I just realized that I'm a Draconian, and I should probably be leveling Int, because I want to be casting spells, because I have no body armor restrictions. So, those decks, if I was playing this again, instead of decks, I'd probably have been picking Int. Just keep that in mind. It shouldn't make too much of a difference, but, you know, I'll say it for completeness sake. Yeah, my voice hopefully doesn't sound too bad right now. It doesn't sound bad to me right now, so I'm hoping that it doesn't sound bad to you guys. I'm not really sure. This ring of Vihol MR AC Plus is really good. I want that. AC is extra good on Draconians who can't really afford to get AC because they're poor. This Amulet of Reflection, on the other hand, is pretty good. 3 shield instantly, and the ability to reflect some missiles if I block them with a shield, which I don't have right now, but that's fine. The +3 shield sometimes reflects missiles. It's good enough. It's an increase to defense. I'm not going to wield the other amulet just yet. There's no real reason not to. Actually, yeah, speaking of, there's no real reason not to. I don't have a god, meaning faith doesn't matter. It's an Amulet of Rage, that's fine. I can hold on to it for evocable Berserk if I need to. Okay, I'm going to Throwing Net the Ogre because he has high spike damage and we don't really want to deal with that. Even though we do have 71 HP, there's no real point in risking it when we have a Throwing Net. Throwing Nets, once you hit them, will basically... Wow, that is a really small screen. I just realized I'm playing on a different display because that is not supposed to be that small. Like, look at that on the screen. That's pathetically small. I have, like, 4 times the amount of space left. Is this what normal people look like when they play this game? Okay, where's my guy? Where's Hep? Wait, no. God damn it. Alright, fine. I want to play Hep. Anyway, what were we talking about? Before we were so rudely interrupted by my lack of Hep. Not hepatitis, but just Hepli Aquana. The weird god. The god of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, which is what I've been watching over the exam period when my computer didn't work and I had no choice but to just do random shit. Big fan of JoJo now. The biggest fan, in fact. So I'm gonna go with Hep, so you can read this if you want, but there's no real point. Oh wait, no you can't. It's in here now. So we get an ally, we lose 10% of our HP. You know, when he first came out, Hep didn't actually have that minus 10% HP. And when I played him, I was really happy to play him. Nowadays though, I find that the 10% HP is a real downer. It's like, why? Why did you do that? That makes no sense. Why did you even attempt to balance this god when you wouldn't balance something like Trog Okawara or whatever? Sorry, you wouldn't balance Okawara, for example. It just doesn't seem like... Why does he have to be a god that has a downside? What is up with this necessary choice bullshit? I never really understood that. But yeah, you lose 10% of your HP the second you join this guy, which is why I had to pick a pretty high HP character like Draconian. I think we have plus 10% HP, yeah. So taking 10% off means we have human level HP, which is not great, but it'll do for now. But we have an ancestor, and we're gonna call this one we're just gonna call it that. An enemy stand, because that's, you know, the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. No, not really. But it's just kind of cool to watch the dialogue say that an enemy stand is doing all these things, but it's your guy. It's weird, eh? I haven't really thought of what my stand name is, because I'm not weird, but look, just go watch JoJo, guys. It's a really great thing. You'll enjoy it. I don't know. It's good. It's weird. It's funny. But it's got a heart of gold. Sure. It's got a lot of charm to it, surprisingly. Like, I never really knew why I would watch it, but I just did. I was like, fuck it. I have a lore exam in like 2 weeks. I'm just gonna do it. And then I did, and it was great. I finished all the way up to part 4. Null Sergeant with Spear of Venom. That's exactly what we want, so let's just go ahead and try to lure his ass out. Pull away right now. Our stand over here, the ancestor. Look, now I'm gonna get confused. Okay, so he's an ancestor. He's supposed to be some construct of insubstantial memory floating through the air. But look, I'm just gonna call it a stand, because that's what it really is. I didn't realize that before, but it was actually a JoJo reference the whole time. You can use Staff of Clouds here. At random levels of evocation, you get better clouds, but I don't care about that. As long as I get any cloud, it's pretty useful to fill up that area. And I got Mephitic, which basically won me that entire fight by itself, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Spear of Venom now. The Spear of Venom is really good for stacking on poison. It's also great for reaching over my stand which is why I'm going to be using it. I will also be... okay, well, ID the ring first. Ring of Seed. It's not bad. I'll probably be using the shield soon, but I need to be training pretty heavily for it, and I don't really know if I can afford to do that just yet, because there's no real point. But I will turn dodging off and train shield instead. We actually do have 17 evade, which is pretty high. I'll turn it down. We lose 3 evade, and we gain 8 shield. Our swing speed goes from 0.6, 0.7 to 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. Okay, so we lose a bit of damage and we lose a bit of dodge, but we gain 8 shield. It's not the worst trade in the world. Alright, we picked up a Wand of Acid. That's good. So that's great, actually. That's 7 charges. They also another thing that's really good about this new change is that you don't have to bother with IDing fucking wands anymore. That's really annoying. So we've gone past that. We've evolved. We've become enlightened. Thank goodness. This was a very bad set of situations to happen to me right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and read a teleport. Unfortunately, my downstairs was just randomly blocked by that snake. I was hoping I could get back up, but I couldn't. And then there were 2 double-headed ogres. Where am I going? And also whites. That's really not quite good. So I'm going to go ahead and explore on this side, on this right side here. Hopefully find another upstairs. Okay, that is a ogre. I'm going to throw 1 throwing net to see if I can get him. I'm going to start poisoning his ass and then running away. This is probably the best way to... Oh my god. Alright, I need to be very careful about my movement then, because unfortunately I am fat fingering a lot of keys because I haven't played on this keyboard before. I usually spend about 30 hours fucking up the first, the playthrough, which is why I picked something that's pretty solid. Draconian of Hep. Probably should use this Dagger of Electrocution, yeah, much stronger against a poison immune enemy like that. I'm gonna walk away from these guys, just let them come to me. No need to risk myself out in the open. My ancestor here, or my stand, is helping kind of keep those guys over there, so I can just stand behind it and jab at stuff, which is great. This is why I picked this exact combination. I think there's a little bit of synergy between polearms and okay, that is a... Where's my curing potion? Did they remove that? Okay, they didn't remove it. Oh, thank god. Somehow a curing potion is in the last 5 potions I have. How? What the fuck? Really? Did they change that? No way. I should have 10 right now. What is going on? Okay, I fat fingered that. That was a little bit of a fat finger. I wasn't meant to move there, but sure. Why not? Okay, double-headed ogre is surprisingly less good than I thought it was, which is good. I'm gonna recall this boy here. So the enemy stand, can I create... Oh, no. Okay, it said that it could restore more of its memory, but I guess I lost enough piety that it said no. Okay, never mind. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this character is actually surprisingly not bad. What the fuck is wrong with my pants? Oh, that's my tail. I was like, why do I have pants on? That's weird. That's alright. Whatever. Sorry about that, guys. I'm being a bit distracted. Listen, these new 1080p graphics, this blistering 1080p graphics of, oh, how long have we been recording? 28 minutes. Alright, that's good. I actually don't know what the file size is, so that's not good. I'm pretty sad. Yeah. Ugh, shit. Yeah, I'm getting now I'm worried about the file size. Okay, well, we'll probably do a short-ish recording, about 30 minutes long, and then we'll see how long the file is, how big the file is. If it's too big, then I'll probably go back down to 720p recording, because it feels a little bit too difficult. Oh, that was the Scythe finisher. That is a really interesting option. Okay. Come on. Come on, Wyvern, piss off. Come on, Sky Beast, come on. Let's not. Just trying to get to my thing. Alright. The +5 Scythe finisher is a speed-branded scythe. It's quite a bad weapon. Let's not can get confused here. The base attack delay is 2.0, and the base damage is only 14 compared to the halberd, which is 13 base damage at 1.5 base attack delay. It's actually quite a bad weapon, but at the same time, it is a speed branded scythe, which is sick. It swings at 0.9, and it is a +5 weapon. That does a lot of damage. Man, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not good, but it's cool. It's cool. Sorry. Misspoke there. Now that everyone's in a bottleneck, I'm going to go ahead and Wand of Clouds these guys. Yeah, look, Scythe is doing okay. I'll probably try it a little bit more. I am losing the shield, so it's probably not going to be a long-term thing. But I will try it. I'm going to try and dodging for now in case I find a great two-handed weapon. I do have a habit of chopping as well, so it's not a horrible way of getting out. So I'll probably just keep this. I know that there's going to be a Hydra in here, though, so I'm going to switch to my Spear of Venom instead. Because I don't want to fight a Hydra with a bladed weapon. That's a really bad idea. There we go. Three-headed Hydra, very, very small. Unable to puncture my scaly exterior. Because I'm a gold guy now. Sorry, gray guy. Wow, this scythe is actually doing pretty good. I wonder why it's that much damage. I mean, technically it's just a halberd, right? It's a +5 halberd of nothing. Actually, it's even worse than that because its damage is reduced by speed brand. Speed actually reduces your brand, your base damage whenever you attack stuff, which is not great in exchange for higher speed. I don't know. This is a really weird unranda. This scythe finisher. It's not really very good. Unless there's an extra lore. Yeah, like, even its lore says it's worthless. It's like, its extraordinary speed is the work of a mad wizard who spent years refining it before discarding it in a fit of rage. Probably because he realized it was absolutely worthless, right? Like, it's garbage. I spent years on this thing. It's worthless. Damn it. But, you know, we'll pick it up while we're kind of noob. We can remember our ancestors' life, so Knight, Battle Mage, or Hexer. Now, as you guys all know, I am very partial to the Knight, start, because I do quite like it on squishy guys. It's a very solid tank. Battle Mage, you'll get a larger... like, the Knight, I think, at the end of the game, gets like a speed axe and a large shield, which makes him very strong and very durable. The Battle Mage, on the other hand, gets access to a larger tang and some spells like, I think, Bolt of Magma, Throw Icicle, etc. Just like some mid-rangey kind of conjurations. I don't mind Battle Mage. I think he's okay. I think he's probably the worst of the three, though. And Hexer is, of course, considered the best one. They get a quick blade of anti-magic at some point. They can confuse. They can hex. I don't know what they do. They just do stuff. It's cool, I guess. You know, I have played Knight previously, and I think the last time we played on this character, we played Hep in general, was Battle Mage. So the first time we played Hep on this channel was Battle Mage. I think the second time was Knight. I think at some point I did a Hexer, but I don't remember. But I will pick the Hexer for today. Bam. So a Hexer got access to... Ooh, that's a new tile. He's got like a purple robe on. But it was like Swamp Dragon armor before, but it looks different now, so that's kind of cool. He also has a Dagger of Draining, so that's quite nice. Alright, so we're at Lair now. It's D9. It's also been 33 minutes. I want to check what the file size is, because I haven't exactly tested this yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. For the time being, thank you guys. Oh, wow. Our game... Wow, remember this? You know, I actually have Ethernet connection now. Like, I'm literally connected to the wall. This should not ever be happening. So... I don't think this is my fault anymore. Yep, it's not my fault. Okay, great. Thank God. So it was never my fault. It was just the server. It was the server doing that. Anyway, I'm going to let us go. It's a solid 30 FPS. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, my CPU is 2.5%. I don't know what that means, but that is a very low number, and I like it. But I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to go play some Starbound. I might come back and play a bit more Crawl today. I don't actually know if I'm going to be uploading all these yet. I might be uploading them in a schedule. I don't really know how I'm going to do this, but I have to get back in the game, and I have to get a little bit more accustomed to my new keyboard, so I will probably be recording a little bit more than usual, and then uploading them bit over time. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome, but I know that's a little late, but you sat through 30 minutes of me, you might as well have sat through this last bit. And for those of you guys that have returned, thank you guys for staying with me. I know it's been a couple of months since I have really recorded seriously, but that's been mostly out of my control. I've been unable to do a lot of things, and also I have been focusing on my in those last couple of months I was doing the law exam, I was doing a lot of stressful stuff, then I was building my PC. There was just not much time to record, so I'm trying to do it back again, but I don't know if it'll be as consistent as before, mostly because of the throat thing. I don't have quite as much time to talk to people before I get fucked up real bad. Like, I was told to take it only at night, because once I take it, this medicine, I say it's medicine, but it's literally just a drug. Once I take it, I just sleep, and I'm like, okay, good, I don't have to talk to anyone, so that's quite good. Anyway, it's been about 36 minutes. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow? I guess tomorrow.